That sounds like Yoshi.
It does sound like Yoshi.
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
Hey, bud. What are you doing?
I can't do it when people are watching.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? Get me the hell out of here.
Meow.
Okay, guys, true story, okay? We're reviewing Pokemon, and I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep in it.
He actually did. I looked across at one point. I was doing this and I was just like, just sitting there watching. Like, this is pretty cool, isn't it? I look at Sam and this is him.
I don't know what happened. I was so tired, but that probably tells you a little bit about what I thought of this movie, everybody, okay? It might shock you, because I've finished I've finished a couple of the Pokemon games. I played the latest one on Switch. Like, I'm a big fan of Pokemon, but when I watched this, you know what? Let's let the drop go, and then we'll tell you
And
all
I'll just
about
say,
it.
firstly, I actually completely disagree with him. I loved this.
Oh my god, Ralph,
Let's
likes, everybody.
Let's just drop it now.
Another round, extra shot, black as night. Thank you, sweetie.
Go crazy!
Funny thing is our trademark when we do the drop, am I right, people? No. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way first. I didn't hate this movie, everybody. I think it was okay, but by the end of it, I was like, well, this is a bit of a disappointment in what I was expecting from this. I think that, you can watch a movie and still think, fine, it's a competent movie, it did what it wanted to do, it's just not what I wanted it to do. That thing, okay? That's what was going on with
Why
this.
aren't all movies made for me?
Why aren't they made
What's
for
wrong
me?
with that?
Okay?
So, first of all, let's just see what this is doing on Rotten Tomatoes right now, okay? Let's see if Sam is objectively wrong.
Again, I'm not saying that I hate the
Sam
movie.
is objectively wrong.
Whatever.
Pokemon.
Alright, let's play a game. If it's higher than you think, then we get to check Ralph's history.
It's 70% on the tomato meter.
Okay, that's pretty much what I'm saying here, people. It's not an end game here. It's not like
It's not an end game.
It's not a smash out of the park. I think a lot of people are gonna maybe feel like how we did. Now let's start with the world itself. Okay.
Wait, tomato's bad though, right? It's the fresh one. No, rotten is bad. 70 is good. This 70% is good.
70% is fine, but I'm saying it's not like in the 80s or 90s. It's not like smashing out of the park. So 70 is okay, right?
Alright, fair enough.
Firstly, the actual world itself. Let's talk about the world. I am very happy with that, firstly. I was hoping that I would just be looking left and right and seeing Pokemon everywhere, existing every single scene. That's exactly what you get.
I actually walked into this because I didn't really look at it at all, and I expected it to be a Pokemon movie that really just had Pikachu in it. And it was kind of like a detective story, and it was all like film noir and like, gumshoe detectives, whatever, and just had Pikachu in it doing Pikachu things, voiced by Ryan Reynolds. Turns out, no, it is absolutely a wall-to-wall Pokemon movie. It's set in Rhyme City, and like Pokemon live alongside humans, and they hang out and do stuff, and they go to nightclubs together, it seems, which is kind of weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
And there's no fighting allowed, there's no more trainers, no more battles. Okay,
That doesn't mean you won't see fight scenes.
There are fight scenes, but everyone lives harmoniously in Rhyme City. It's like this Pokemon human utopia, and it's cool seeing all the cameos of Pokemon, because I'm not a big fan, but I've played a few of them, and even I could recognize most of what I saw, and they had all the sorts of personalities and quirks and whatever else.
I wouldn't say they're cameos though. It's a Pokemon movie, so it's not really cameos.
Oh,
but
come on,
anyway.
they're little cameos of like Snorlax sitting in the middle of an intersection of sleep.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like,
no
yeah,
worries.
right. That's not.
Cool.
He's got.
That's
He's like, am I going to get any lines? You're like, go back to sleep, bitch.
But okay, let's talk about Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds was exactly what I wanted him to be. He was funny, he was quirky, but he was also charming, and he was very. He was appropriate for children. Okay, so you could have a joke. He could have a joke, and then the adults might get it, and then some kids wouldn't get it. Like, he made a joke about drugs, but you wouldn't get it. Like, if you're a kid, you would have no idea. And only the adults in the movie were actually laughing. So, in that regard, I thought it was very good.
He doesn't put on any voice, doesn't do it. He's just Ryan Reynolds talking into a microphone, being Pikachu. And he nails it. Like, I mean, come on. Everyone, at this point, Ryan Reynolds knows what his groove is.
That's
and he
totally,
just rides that groove. Before,
and it's the
he
best
was
groove
like,
ever.
He's like, who am I in Hollywood? Am I like crappy, weird Deadpool that no one likes?
Yeah.
Or am I cool, funny Deadpool that people like? Am I a rom-com dude?
He was a rom-com guy for a while. And it worked. Don't get me wrong. It worked. But he's found his groove. But, let's talk about what I didn't really like. And that's the story itself, okay?
You get this. Just listen to this, all right?
Okay, look.
Just listen
I
to this.
understand that Ralph is going to say that it's a fucking Pokemon movie with a talking Pikachu. And
It's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Unironically voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
I believe that a movie sets up a particular concept, right? And if it derails it significantly as the plot goes on, for me, I was just like, whoa, this is kind of this is just getting weirder and weirder, and just there's just stuff happening, and it feels so cliche and corny, and it just, I don't know, like, Ryan Reynolds feels such a real dude, right? And then this story didn't match up with the Ryan Reynolds comedy, in my opinion, in a lot of the time. When it was on Ryan Reynolds and Pikachu was talking, it was great. Then the story and the plot, as it went on, I was just like, whoa, okay, this feels just fucking disjointed, personally.
If you go into a Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie set in a city where humans live peacefully alongside Pokemon,
Sure.
and you start complaining about how much sense the story makes, you fucking lost it, man. You
I
have
agree. You know,
completely
if
lost
you
it.
go and see a movie about a ring in Mordor, okay, and it's getting Sauron has it, and you don't, and you think that the story's ridiculous, how dare you? This is
what I have to deal with.
Okay, there are some stories out there that are ridiculous, but of course you still sell it to the audience. Personally, it just got so corny and kind of at the end of it. For me, I was like, oh, I'm not really sold on this. Actually, it kind of got. I was disappointed with the story personally.
I personally just came to see
And we're trying
Ryan
to do
Reynolds.
spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah,
I came to see Ryan Reynolds do funny Pikachu things, and I
he did
came to see, like, you know, a somewhat entertaining story, and I got both of those things. I actually thought the story was pretty good because it talks about a kid trying to solve a case that his father was working on, and his father's disappeared, and needs to sort of figure out what happened. It has a really nice ending, I think, like really clever. Yeah, I definitely think the ending was clever, like 100%.
And the ending sucked.
ending
Oh
was
my
really good.
god!
Sam
please.
is wrong here. I just want you guys to know that.
I'm not, because I think a lot of people are gonna go look at this and go, I mean, cool plot twist or whatever, but
Yeah.
like, oh god, no, I don't know. It just didn't fit. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you how it is, okay? If you like a story just based on the Pokemon, and you don't care how weird and wonderful it gets, then cool. If you kind of like, you know, what Ryan Reynolds usually does, coupled with like a story that kind of makes sense, you might be like, well, this is not what I was expecting. That's all I'm going to say, people, okay? No spoilers here. Go and see the movie, though. I'm not saying not see it. I'm just slightly disappointed with the plot. The villain was pretty basic. But Ryan Reynolds was good. Pokemon World was great.
The Pokemon battles are pretty cool because you do see some battles.
Oh yeah, and
they were pretty
huge
cool.
Pokemon and shit was awesome.
And in fact, I will say as well, it really made me wish that there was an adult Pokemon game. Because, like, obviously we played Pokemon as kids and we've all grown up now. And this showed you a vision of a world that would be interesting to explore as an adult player of a Pokemon game.
Sure.
And it really made, as soon as I saw this stuff, I'm like, fuck, this would be awesome if you made a game out of this, you know? So they really nailed that part of it, and it really opened my eyes to what that universe could be if Nintendo went that direction. They'll never do that, obviously.
I mean, maybe.
No, it's never, Nintendo will never do that.
You never
It's
know.
just classic Nintendo to never do that. They're like, how about a...
Cog is bad for day, people.
How
They
about
did
that Rareware.
Okay,
Right, they just
doesn't
farmed
matter.
it out.
It was on Nintendo.
So, look, it was interesting from that perspective, but overall I would say, look, it wasn't the best film I've ever seen, obviously, but I had...
opinions wavering now,
No, it's
everybody.
not.
See?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed that 2 hours. I would definitely recommend it to someone who enjoys Pokemon, who like wants to take their kids to see stuff,
Sure,
by the way, because
definitely.
it's perfect for that.
Yep.
Who just wants to see something funny and silly for 2 hours and fill some time. I think it's perfect, and I think very few people will walk out thinking, that sucked, unless you suck, like Sam.
Look, go and see the movie. The story felt like a Netflix, straight to DVD kind of thing. All in all, it was a good experience. Ryan Reynolds kicked ass. Pokemon World was sick. Go and see it. Until next time.